The scene opens with a young Filipino boy stepping onto the America's Got Talent stage, his small hands gripping his guitar as he walks carefully toward the microphone. The massive auditorium feels even bigger around him, filled with curious murmurs from the audience who are unsure what to expect. The bright overhead spotlights cascade down, outlining his figure and creating a contrast with the shadowy background. He steals a quick glance at the judges' panel. Heidi and Sophia offer warm, encouraging smiles, while Howie gives a playful thumbs up. Simon, however, sits still with a serious expression, observing closely like he always does when he senses something unusual. The boy introduces himself softly, his voice filled with both nervousness and sincerity. When he says he will perform Hotel California, the judges exchange surprised looks, aware of how difficult the song is for even seasoned musicians. The audience quiets, leaning in with anticipation. As the boy settles into position, he takes a slow breath, his fingers hovering over the strings of his guitar. In that brief moment, the entire room feels suspended, uncertain, hopeful, and mesmerized, waiting to see whether this young performer is about to deliver something truly extraordinary. The moment the boy strums the first chord, something shifts in the room. The sound is clean, confident, and unexpectedly rich for someone so young. Conversations in the audience stop mid-sentence, and the judges sit up a little straighter. The opening notes of Hotel California flow effortlessly from his guitar, each one perfectly timed, as if he has played this song his entire life. His voice joins in, soft at first, then growing stronger, blending warmth and precision in a way that surprises everyone listening. Heidi leans forward, eyebrows lifting as if she suddenly realizes she's witnessing something rare. Sophia turns toward the others with a silent, amazed smile. Even Howie, who often reacts quickly, simply watches in awe. Simon's expression changes almost imperceptibly, his stern gaze softens, and his eyes narrow with interest, the look he gets when he has discovered real talent. As the boy reaches the more challenging parts of the song, he doesn't falter. Instead, he digs deeper, pouring emotion into every line. The audience begins reacting audibly, small gasps, murmurs, and eventually cheers between phrases. By the time he transitions into the guitar break, the energy in the theater has transformed into full anticipation, as though everyone knows they are witnessing a star being born. As the boy moves into the iconic guitar break, the atmosphere in the theater ignites. His fingers glide across the strings with surprising mastery, producing a sound so crisp and soulful that it feels impossible coming from someone his age. The audience reacts instantly, people rise from their seats in a wave, some with hands over their mouths, others shaking their heads in disbelief. A few fans near the front row lean forward, trying to get a closer look, as if they need visual proof that he's truly playing this flawlessly. The camera cuts to the judges. Heidi's eyes widen, sparkling with excitement, and she claps mid-performance, unable to contain her reaction. Sophia leans toward Howie, whispering, "He's unbelievable," her voice filled with genuine awe. Howie nods slowly, impressed beyond expectation. But the biggest shift comes from Simon. He watches intently, his usual stern posture giving way to something far more intrigued and admiring. The theater erupts fully as the boy hits every note with confidence and precision. Cheers, whistles, and applause echo across the room, yet he stays focused, lost in the music. By the time the final notes of the guitar solo ring out, the entire audience is standing, shouting their support, convinced they've just witnessed a performance they'll never forget. As the last notes of the solo fade, the boy eases back into the final verse, his voice steady and filled with emotion. The applause slowly quiets, but the energy in the room remains electric. He is fully in his element now, no longer the nervous young performer who walked onto the stage, but an artist owning every moment under the glowing lights. The audience watches in a kind of reverent silence, hanging on each lyric as he delivers them with a maturity far beyond his years. When he reaches the final line of the song, he lets the last chord ring out softly, allowing it to linger in the stillness. The theater erupts again, this time louder and more unified than before. The boy stands frozen, breathing hard, his chest rising with the weight of what he has just accomplished. At the judges' table, Heidi and Sophia are already on their feet. Howie claps enthusiastically, shaking his head in amazement. Then the camera shifts to Simon. He remains seated at first, arms folded, studying the boy with an expression that is neither stern nor neutral. It is something far rarer. Slowly, deliberately, Simon rises to his feet, giving the boy a small but unmistakable smile. The audience roars, sensing that something extraordinary is about to happen. The moment Simon begins to step forward, the entire theater seems to hold its breath. The boy stands on stage, trembling slightly, unsure of what is happening but sensing that something monumental is coming. Simon reaches the center of the judges' table, his eyes locked on the young performer with a rare expression of admiration and certainty. Without saying a single word, he raises his hand and slams the golden buzzer. In an instant, golden confetti bursts high into the air, cascading down like a shimmering waterfall. The audience explodes into cheers, screams, and applause, the sound so powerful it nearly drowns out the triumphant music that fills the arena. The boy's hands fly to his face as he drops to his knees, overwhelmed by the moment. Tears spill down his cheeks as the golden lights reflect off the falling confetti, creating a magical, dreamlike scene around him. The judges stand, clapping and smiling, while Simon walks onto the stage. He places a reassuring hand on the boy's shoulder and leans in with a soft, heartfelt tone, telling him that what he delivered was not just good, it was legendary. The boy looks up, still crying, knowing his life has just changed forever.